I don't know why I'm nervous, but this is the winning run. Like, we're good. Spoilers, I managed to pull this one off. So you'll notice something very different about this than the video that I uploaded to YouTube. And that is, this is the clean footage. So back then I was recording, I had the hard drive space to do it. I was recording both my stream output and the raw game footage. And that's essentially what we're looking at here. So there's no McQueeb on the screen. Look, if I get out of the way, I'm not there. There's also no McQueeb commentary. This is literally just the gameplay capture. So I'm very fortunate to have done it. And I was doing it specifically for these runs, if I'm being honest. But I can't do it now. The stream lengths are too long. The file sizes are way too big. So yeah. Here we go. So, starting with water. Wow, what a luxury that is. The old switcheroo, kick the cart. Oh my god, classic. Things I don't even do anymore. Switching your wands like that's very any Counter-Strike player will know exactly why you do that. I don't know why. It's probably a compulsion, but it's like switching to knife and back to your weapon. How's the volume on your end? You run faster with the knife? Oh no shit. Okay. Well, I don't think it matters in this game which weapon you carry around with you, which wand. You attempt another no-hit run. So Neva, this is the original run. We're rewatching. Look, I'm not playing at all, I promise. You'll notice the hit counter on the top left. That was created by Goki, a mod dev in the Noita community. Really cool dude. I hit him up on Discord. He created that mod. 15 minutes. He got back to me with it completed. It had a few tweaks, and then yeah. So it's got a timer and the number of hits taken. Blind Execution, thank you very much for the 6 months subscribed. So Stendari, always a dick. You notice I filled my second flask with water as well. Cribs, thank you very much for your subscription. Welcome to the community, my friend. So I've sworn this, and I don't know if it's true or not, but Stendari seems to be programmed to stay away from water. I don't know if that's a fact, but that's what it seems like. He's starting to take damage. Rough start, honestly. Very dangerous, in fact, as well. So we've got double Stendari. Double dead Stendari. Oh, that's right. This was very soon after. So that, you notice the big chunk of gold there? This was very soon after that feature was implemented. Prior to that, all of the little $10 nuggets were individual, but I think it made the game more efficient by combining them. A lot of close calls. So Lime Blossom, I still get comments like that. Like I did another no damage run very recently, and I was like dipping my toes in liquids that you probably shouldn't be. But you get used to that you know just how far you can push it without... It's a great start. Good starting weapon. So some of the weapons will be slightly different too. There wasn't much variety in the starting ones back then. There was about, I don't know, half a dozen in the first floor, and that was about it. Arcaris, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Disarm the trap. Always disarm the trap. And yeah, the 10-7, which is famously called, is it's one of the better ones to start with, especially with that projectile. So I'm always keeping myself topped up on water. Super important. We got the 345 gold one variant. Less useful. Nice. This might be one of the reasons we get successful. Keep your eye on the gold earned. I'm still going for 600 most likely. I haven't watched this run in forever. The ping pong laser I made was sick. Yeah, I don't think we could have done it without that. Yeah, little bit of skill, little bit of luck. You too can become a a no damage champion. The 345 has that's the other one, the one with freezing field on it. Maybe I took it because of freezing field. I mean, I had an empty one slot, but freezing field's good. I may get rid of it though. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Play a bit more risky in the beginning. 100%, 100%. Yep. Look at this. I'm. How much do we get? Like 30 bucks, if that. Worth digging for. And if you're curious, the reason I go for 600 gold in the first floor is because income becomes next to zero moving forward. You have to wait so long to be cautious and not get into fights so often that it's a really dangerous first floor. So he makes a comment about not dying to freezing canisters and then immediately dies to a freezing canister. Yep. Yeah, that's Noita for you though. Just missed that one. Screen shake? Screen shake's not new, right? Or it might be lessened now. You met me because of Nova Drift. Right on. Funny you mentioned that. We'll be playing a little bit more of that later tonight. They just released an update. It turns out it's not me that's ultra bad at the game now. They had tweaked it. It's a little bit too difficult, so they made it easier. Decision-making time. I don't need Spark Bolt anymore. And that's a super handy spell to have. What's up, Ed? How you doing, man? Got to be very cognizant of your O2 meter as well. Drown them out. There's a blue bar that, yeah, it occasionally appears at the very top of the screen. The blue bar that sort of goes down when I'm firing, that's your mana reserves. And that's based on which wand you're holding. So was a no-hit run harder or easier 2 years ago? Well, for me, it was very difficult. But 2 years ago, I would say... I can't compare it because I had a very specific rule set when we were running this as well. I think the game's harder now, though. Thank you for the hype train, folks. You absolute legends. What was the rule set? Good question. I can actually look that up. Okay, so just a quick pause. The original rule set, as it was, take no damage from enemies, duh. Take no damage from the environment or self-harm. Random seeds only. Proceed through the intended gameplay path. That's a very generic term, but essentially you had to take the portal at the end of every floor. Random seeds only. No skipping levels, so you can't drop down to the third biome on the right side of the screen, for example. No wands dropped by the ghost. So there's an enemy in the game called the if somebody knows the Finnish name, I'm not sure. It's essentially it's you. It's a ghost version of you. The problem with these runs was that the wands carried by that character were ones that you'd seen before, meaning they could be some of your OP runs from late stage. So that was out of the question. You weren't allowed to take them. But the gold drops were okay. No Invisibilium, Teleportatium, Teleportitis, Ambrosia, or Glass Cannon, because they would make... That was the big one that a lot of people stuck on. They're like, what? Why no teleport? I mean, it's pretty obvious why, right? And then no alchemy, even if found by luck. So that's like if you found Midas gold, right? Like you were not to touch that at all. But that's essentially it. Kumitus, yep, there you go. Could you use Ambrosia? No. Was that not listed there? It was, yeah. Accidental Midas River. I mean, I think Suffer found Midas once. I hadn't heard any, like I never did. The potions all let you skip part of the game. Exactly. People say, you know, why no glass cannon? It's because it gives you 5 times the damage, and I mean the whole aim of the game is not to take damage. So even though your damage is increased by the same margin, it's not. It's so much damage. It's ridiculous. Glass cannon would be perfect for these runs. No going back up. Guess you could? No. No, I think going by that rule set, I don't think that would have been allowed. I don't know. To modify wands, the only way we knew of back then was to bust out of the Holy Mountain. And if you did that, then obviously Steve would show up, and that you do not want. That's a bad idea. Take that wand, Queeb. Thank you. Do it. Good choice. To get the achievement, you can use that. You're right. So the achievement didn't exist back then, but yes, nowadays, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the run that I did the other day, did we use Invis? We did all sorts of shit that probably wouldn't have wouldn't have flown. And this is why Suffer has suggested sort of modifying the rules or bringing them up to date, because there's a bunch of new perks, new spells that give you similar sorts of advantages. And if you want to be competitive with it and you want to use that rule set, which you don't have to, there's 2 categories on speedrun.com now. Like the gold hack, right? That wouldn't be allowed. So I am really farming this level. Shotgun dudes at range, very risky. It's a great first level, though. Yeah, you're fucked now, buddy. When you find a rain cloud and and you got a couple of Stendari on the level, it's like, yeah, I can see where this is going. Grab that cash, and that puts us over the 600. So I was going for 600 even back then. Interesting. And the reason I did that was purely so that I could get. So I kind of want to get in there, 1, because there's a chest, could be a wand, and 2, because that's a lot of cash, especially if taken out with explosion or fire. Unless I flood him out. I can't remember what I did here. For a double reroll, exactly. Yep. There you go. Touch of blood. Oh, that's blood mist. My bad. I'm sorry. I don't even know if touch of spells were in the game back then. Probably were. What's the gold hack? The thing with the pheromones? Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Because as soon as you have a tablet and pheromones, you can, like... Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot about this as well. The reason I'm going across the lava lake was there was a chest over here on the right-hand side. Occasionally, it had a health up, and I think that's the case here. It was a health up. But if a chest was there, you could get a decent wand or a spell out of that as well. Does blood mist work with fluid to gunpowder? Oh, I have no idea. I don't even think I've seen blood mist since starting the game back up. All right, refilling. Just in case you were wondering, I like water. Clean looking shop. Right, there's no thing in the background here. Like a little like a bookshelf and a couple of boxes and stuff. Was the game still in beta? Early access, yes. The wands look different as well. They've taken the little squares out to show you how big they were. Good call. Yep. Is that a mod for the Holy Mountain? Jake, you're looking at footage of the game very, very long time ago. This is 2 years old, this build. In an answer to somebody's question, they asked me how many hours I put into Noita at this stage. I couldn't tell you. This was January. And I started playing the game in October? I did play it heavy though. Like almost every single stream was Noita back then. What am I setting up here? Hello, Donkey Jim. How you doing? Hey, Priskip. How you doing, dude? I have a couple of old builds. I've still got the files. Nola did expressly ask me not to give them to people, which is a shame because it's like a slice of history. October 15th was Noita's release day. I don't even know if I picked it up on day one. There's probably a history of that somewhere. Yep. I'm just fucking waiting for me. So 17 minutes for the first Holy Mountain. That's not bad, honestly. That's not too bad at all. History's my Steam purchase record. Oh, right. No, in terms of streaming it, there's like the Twitch tracker keeps like a record of what you streamed and when. Does the mountain cave in like that every time? Mm-hmm. Yep, still does to this day. So that is toxic vapor right there, and down the bottom we have toxic rock. I'm probably not going that way. And this is the very subtle things that you need to know what you can and cannot get away with. Like flying through that then could have tagged me. Every fight becomes really intense. And I'm not stressing too much here. I don't know, it might have been, but this is still, you know, the first Holy Mountain. If I lose, shit happens. Okay, we've created more toxic vapor. That's bad. A single pixel of that will hit you. Guess on how many runs before I hit this? I'd say 150. Brilliant. Some things haven't changed. I'm staying as far back as I can here. I'm standing on an explosive barrel, by the way. Why aren't bees spawning? I was just enough out of range. And I'm thinking to myself, screw that, I'm out. It's an interesting mix. I probably wouldn't mix projectiles like that today. But that's the problem. You've got to kind of work with what you have on that first floor. We're out. We're done. As little time as possible. So from 17 minutes to 20 minutes. That's the wand right there. I think that's the wand I win the game with. Yep, and this is where my decision making is sort of solidified. So the fact that we're fire immune, that's one of the best perks you can get, and I have a fire trail already, and that comes with shotguns. I'm gonna build a fire trail wand like right now. What's the reason for not grabbing more gold? Oh, I can't afford it. I must come back for that. There's no way I passed that up. Didn't even realize. Yeah. Oh, yep. Stay in that water. All right. Now we can afford it. Go back. Very carefully. We're going to wait to make sure he's gone for sure. That guy can end your whole career. Now, we do have a shield. Shield's a very good pickup, but you'll notice that the shield is very close to my feet and my head. It can be done. You can do that. There you go. Make sure that the Holy Mountain's clear of curse. Obsidian Rook, thank you so much for your sub, dude. Did air swim work back then? Oh, dropping water in the air? Not sure. I was never strong at that. Yep. That's an amazing wand. I mean, I'd love the bubbles too, but probably not. I don't think that becomes my wand. I think we just stick with this with a fire trail, yeah? Now, I can't modify it at this stage. So I'm going to have to skip down to the next Holy Mountain, hopefully. At this point, I'm probably starting to stress. I'm like, we're in biome 3. I've now got 2 god tier perks and a wand that should carry me to through the rest of the game. This was the spot most of the runs ended. Oh yeah. Yep. Still is, in fact. Karis, thank you for posting, dude. Yeah, clips are super helpful for any creator, especially if you name them. You can type the Discord command, it just has to be the first thing said. By the way, that section on Discord is not just for me. That's if you're a streamer and you want to post a cool clip, you can do that by all means. I don't mind at all. The thing that I don't like is those like going live channels. So I'm staying well back. Freezing vapor has a tendency to come through the ground. He's picked up that wand. I'm probably gonna just skip that guy now. I'd be very surprised if I went up there to fight him. There's no reason to. LST, what's up, dude? Oh, I'm glad you can be here, my friend. How are you? Now I'm terrified. Those things are fucking horrible. Fire came through the ground and killed you last week with a no-hit run. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, when you see me spraying water through the ground to catch a Stendari to get $60, like, I've been hit with it more than the number of times that I've done that. Serotonin flowing through some good vamp play. Right on. I'm so glad you're into that, dude. It's the game that's taken Twitch and the internet by storm. It's such a dumb game. I love it. I love it. Going real slow, levitating down. Was that a missing wand? I hadn't been down there previously, right? So now I'm worried, probably. Just waiting to see what happens. If they're going to do the job for you, why not? And this is why I always say, that's why I farm the first level as much as I do. Because your income, it drops so dramatically after the first stage. What other popular challenges do people come up with? Oh god, there's a list a mile long. There's take every wand I see, shoot every wand I find, no wands, starting wands only, no perk pickups, chat chooses perks, like, yeah. There is so many different challenges. I think the popular one at the moment, something that LST is actually doing quite well at, is an all boss, like, speedrun kind of thing. You get to see a lot of the game in a very short period of time. It's kind of cool. You need quite advanced wand knowledge to complete that. No wands, only tablet. It's been done. Why am I thinking that? Probably the quad shot. Pay attention, McQueeb. I don't know why I'm nervous. This is the winning run. Like, we're good. Spoilers. I managed to pull this one off. Your boss speedrun super cool to watch. It is. It's really cool. Yeah. LST's really good at it. Alias is good at it. I haven't really watched many other people do it. Keeping my eye on a friend there. I don't know if a projectile's hit me yet. Alright, we're down the bottom. We're going to escape. There you go. Made it through the ice caverns. We're down to 2 flasks. Hopefully I don't waste another one. Idiot. Oh my god. Legit tough choice right here. But I'd probably go melee immunity. Yay? Nay? I'm probably talking to chat at this very moment like, fuck, this is a tough choice. And now I can edit my wand. That's a good number of projectiles downrange. So far, I think I'd make the same choices. I'd be quicker about it, but... Oh, this is before we had the option to disable firing whilst in the menu. That's ended a few of my runs. You like the look better? Because they don't have that grid in the background? The tunnel going down is narrower too, right? Yeah. Yeah, they've opened it up a lot. This is definitely smaller. No fish? So the reason Fire Trail is as good as it is in this run is because when enemies are on fire, they care far less about hitting you and more about putting themselves out. Or running around like a headless chicken. Why is there fish? Somebody told me fish appear because of the number of orbs you've completed in a run, I believe. Somebody correct me on that. It's something to do with progression, though. Freaking snipers, dude. What? Holy shit! He can't hit me because I have melee immunity, but yeah, still not worth. I'm sure that gave me a fright back then as well. A fish for every orb you've collected, right? Okay. Yeah, when enemies are on fire, one, they're taking damage, but they kind of just wander around, and they don't like approach you directly. It's super valuable to do. Polymorphine, terrifying. Really terrifying. Get out, get out, get out. Yeah, worm blood. Worm blood is the yellow stuff. Sometimes it's difficult to tell materials apart. Yeah, you don't want to go in there, Queeb. Let's watch that again. Somebody had a wand? Yep. That was close. Run that back. He's down there. It's close. So that's three scares, 2 actual threatening hits that nearly happened. So my guess, since we don't really need the projectiles, is that I pick that up so that nobody else could, because water to poison could easily end the run. Attacking from above, that's another tip. Really good thing to do. They can shoot upwards, but not directly above, I don't think. So you're reasonably safe when that happens. Are the lights electric in this version? I think they were. Yep, I think they were. Not as dramatic, but they sparked. Ugh. How slow I'm going through here. Oh. Tank. One of the worst enemies. Don't go that way, Queeb. Tank doesn't get frozen. Smart. Yeah, we gonna do the waiting game here. Tank wasn't in a good spot for a tablet throw. Tablet throws wouldn't even be part of this run, I don't think. That wasn't my forte, especially not during a no damage run. Unless you're right above something that could potentially hit you, yeah. I never went for it. I was no good at it either. It's a standoff. I'm trying to goad him out. I wonder if I'm thinking right now that if he drops down, he can't shoot through the metal. So I'd be safe-ish. Don't know. No, we're good. We're going. Yeah, I definitely don't trust him. This is really dangerous. If I opened up a spot there, he could start targeting me. The good thing about him targeting, I guess, is the fact that he would shoot and I would have a chance to retaliate. There it is. And now he's down. And he's got the wand. The wand is sparking. A sparking wand isn't good. Perfect. Dead. Fine. I'm probably looking at those stats going, you know what? That's a nice wand. Oh, you've watched this one before, Donkey Jim? Another problem with this area, we haven't checked top left, the right side. We haven't checked those areas. I'm potentially setting myself up for failure here. Yeah, Magisto, yep, this is not me playing. Yeah, we're going over the old recording. I guess the fact that it's the clean version, there's no me or commentary is a little bit of confusion. What are you doing? Just leave it. You want the TNT? Is Nola still developing Noita? That I couldn't say. I don't know. Nice. Digging straight down with TNTs. Now I'm gonna have to actually watch the fully recorded one, the output file. Just chipping away, being super patient here. We're about halfway through the run. Two snipers and a rifleman. No other way to handle this situation. Hope I do damage. Set him on fire. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Alright, so we know one's dead at least. One probably got away. Surprised you don't move the wand further away. Oh, shit. Which one did I leave behind? I can't remember. Yeah, you're just gonna have to wait for that, McQueeb. It's the TNT wand. Alright. No, you're right. That was the blue one. That was the other one. See how simplistic this level is as well versus what it is today? So there's no little shields everywhere. The lights do spark, as mentioned before, but there's no like major electricity. All of the girders are very thin. There's no larger ones. Very basic shapes. This one's gone through a lot of changes as well. I can't remember. I don't think projectiles from the healers counted as hits. Hits were technically damage applied to the player. A heal, even though it's from a projectile, didn't activate a hit. But then you've got the mod, how the mod works versus how the game works, and I think That's why I'm taking them all out. I'm like not even toying with the idea. Look at this, empty. No little statue. We've got some fish there. Different fish though. Oil blood wasn't fire immunity back then. I can't afford a perk, so what do I take? Nothing. Can't afford a reroll. Finished game looks way sharper. Or maybe it's just the capture. This was recorded at 1080. I don't know. It could be the fact it's a recording, but it should look reasonably good too. Why water to poison? Vepli, I don't understand the question. Didn't I get rid of it? Why does it exist? Yeah, that's a question for Nola. There's something else in the center there now as well, right? It's not just New game has lots of color effects that smooth and anti-alias things out. There you go. Spellboard's gone in this version of the game. Wasn't even there. Yeah, way too expensive. Do I stick with that? No way. Later, Jim. I'm safe from them. I should know that, yes? I hope I knew that. Safe from spiders too. Jungle is a lot less of a threat when you are safe from melee hits and fire. Hey, death runs. Thanks, dude. Good time to recoup some cash. Explosions we are not safe from. Yeah, visually the newer version is far more appealing, huh? They can still knock you back? I believe that's the case, yeah. It's my digging tool, I guess. Just gotta wait. Were wands in the jungle far, far, far stronger back then? Holy shit. Poor capacity, but still. I just realized my fill light is not even on. Plants used to scare the shit out of me. Does that still happen when you cast All Seeing Eye? And you have the shield, does that still happen? Well, you ain't getting in there, Queeb. Hey, Mortar, how you doing? Very dangerous. Got done playing more vampires? Yeah, this fight's gonna take a while. I don't know if they're as tanky as they are now, but just as big of a threat, though. No, they're definitely tankier now. This is my replay, yes. Yep, you're watching a 2-year-old to the day video. Oh, I've got my $400. I go back up to get another perk. Interesting. Should have made a cake. Crit. Essentially, that's the only thing I could have taken. Invis is off the cards on this one, but off the table. It's not in the card on the card. It's not. The cards don't say. The cards say no. Bad clone. Oh, you turned up on the right time, my friend. Hope the job interview went well the other day. Oh, cheers. Thanks, dude. It did. It went very well. At the moment there's no position for me at the company, but it was wonderful to meet them, and I think they're interested in working with me in some capacity anyway. So it did go well. Has anyone made the "is this live" joke yet? No. There was some confusion because it's not exactly clear what's going on. But yes, this is a recording. In your faceplate. Thank you very much for the sub, dude. Welcome. So good he doesn't have to touch the keyboard. Right, well I did order a new foot pedal from Elgato today. It arrived super early, and it's a really impressive piece of kit. Thankfully, I have the shield. I don't know. I still don't know if the shield has actually saved us from a hit, a direct hit. At this point. Who can tell how many levels the game has? It's like 7, I think. What are we in? We're in the jungle. That's the 5th. And there is 2 more after this. Well, technically 3 if you count the final, which is the boss. So 8 total. So far you haven't seen the shield reflecting anything. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Does it count optional areas? No, just the mountain. Well, duh. Wow. You don't need them, Queeb. Would be nice to have, but you don't need them. Was Circle of Shielding off limits? No. No, I was allowed to take that. So now we're immune to fire, melee, and explosion. The only one we're missing is toxic, right? Extended duration? What for? What are you thinking, Queeb? Oh, electric as well. Yeah. A holy mountain cake. Bonus, it should be quite easy to get the icing looking that color as well. The brick color. And you could have a little gummy worm coming out the side. Switching it up. I mean, it is a dope wand, huh? Double cast, okay. Do I roll with that? I can't remember. Yeah, super simple. It's not gonna work, Queeb. That does, though. How many no-hit wins have I had now? 2. This is the original one that we're watching now. Uses a different rule set than the one I did recently, and one 2 years later was done about 7 days ago. 6 days ago. Anything goes run. I just wanted to get it done before the 2-year anniversary. Started Noita and got explosion and fire resistance and had an enemy try to crash your PC with as much TNT as he could. Lag party. Welcome to Noita, yep. That is intended. Chris92. How you doing, man? I'm doing good. So we're an hour in. 2 stages to go. So this stage, vault, it looks a lot different now, and it's way harder now. Steve is a cake topper. I could get behind this. This sounds awesome. Me pointing out to chat that that guy will end my whole career. So now we're faster, we don't run out of mana, and we have a laser beam as well now. Check this. Look, I can pause like live gameplay as well. It's amazing. It's amazing. So good. Technology. Yes, this is a replay. I really should have made that more clear. Maybe a little banner at the bottom. Scary fucking enemies, dude. Lava can still hurt you. Look at that wand. You won't see that today. Ditch it. Ditch it. Just ignore it. Run. Go. Yep. Bye. Nope. Still going for it. You brave, brave man. Elemental Silver with the raid. Thank you, dude. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Shielded enemies. He can't hurt you, Queeb. I don't care. This is a video, yes. Queeb, it's okay. He can't hurt you either. It's okay. His mere existence upsets me. I don't know if you saw that. Check that out. On the left, look what's over there. So don't forget, not only is the level layout different now, and it's more advanced, and there's more hazards as well. There's laser beams and shit, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. The enemies that are in here have also been... there's new enemies that have been added in the last 2 years. So, like, a teleport guy... oh. This place is a nightmare now. Crossman, how are you, dude? What's going on? Nope, don't like it. Looks like we got a little bit of toxic rock there too. Just go, just go. So this is one section, the section coming up. We're getting closer to the bottom. This is one of the bits that made me pucker so hard. I remember this being stupid. Like the exit was packed. Toxic vapor, lava. This is not a nice place to be. And it gets worse. Yeah, snipers aren't usually down here either, I don't think. The wand scares you more than anything. I wouldn't have set that wand up unless it was safe. The fire trail is nothing to worry about. You will notice the fire trail, actually. It's very dense. The amount of fire coming off of it, it doesn't look like that anymore. They've tweaked that. That's acid or flammable liquid, not toxic, that one. Who are we watching playing right now? Me, 2 years ago. This is my run. I'm just trying to take that dude out. Huh. We got angry blobs, which is fine. The angry blobs can't hit me either, being melee immune. Go for another one after this run. No, I think 2 in 2 years is good. It's fine. Signature McQueeb spray if I'm not smashing the bottle. Oh, you're not going to just jump straight on there, are you? You did too. Oh, we got a damage plus. Succeeded recently. Yeah, we did another one. Very, like, last week. It's on YouTube. It's like my third last video, I think. Let's get a rewind there. Can I change the speed? I change the speed here. It's volume. I don't know where to affect the playback speed. Standard settings. No. So watch this. This is going to be a rifle shot coming in. I don't think it would have hit us anyway, but it hit the blob. Hilarious. This is where it starts to get really crazy. I just noticed the acid there on my right-hand side. Nope. Nope. I can't leave because it's full of lava. Okay, so a quick note on the CEO, the guy with the horns. They've changed him many times over the years. When he first came out, you'd hit him once and there'd be like half a dozen dudes there. It was wild. Then they sort of tweaked it so that they definitely wanted a spawning mechanic, but it's been between like ridiculous and reasonable many times. In fact, I'd say right now, it's probably amped more towards being super difficult. But here it looks great. Like he took a certain amount of damage and then he dumped a couple of dudes. That was quite good. This is peak EC CEO gameplay right here. Was my recent one with Invis. It didn't follow my rule set, but I don't think that particular one had Invis. Go on, just finish him off. So my thought process here, I could either go to another exit, a hugely bad idea, like we've made it this far, still haven't taken damage, just get the hell out. So I think I'd just dig down here and use the blood. Yeah. And I probably said something like, can you imagine the smell right now? Blood on lava. What's the rules for this run? I brought them up before. Take no damage from enemies, environment, or self-harm. Obvious. Random seed only. Proceed through the intended gameplay path. That means take the portal at the end of each zone. No skipping levels. You cannot pick up wands dropped by the Kumatus, the Noita ghost. No Invisibilium, Teleportatium, Teleportitis, Ambrosia, or Glass Cannon. No alchemy, even if found by luck. So what I meant by that was no Midas stuff. That was this run, right? You can play the game however you want. I set up those rules just for me. I wanted to make the challenge ridiculously hard. I wanted it to stand for something when I did it. And turns out I was successful. got water, Queeb. Just dump the water, bro. You're not. Okay, well, at least he's using water now. Me. What's the reason on the alchemy rule? Midas would give you unlimited funds. So, Zorandom, yes, the rules and the seed, well, you use random seed anyway. Go to speedrun.com, look up Noita, and it's one of the categories there. There's now an additional category, so there's like an 80% no damage, and then there's the original, which is our rule set, the one I created. LST's been talking to me recently. There's a bunch of new stuff in the game that kind of needs to be looked at, so I'm going to have a chat with him soon and update the rules. But yes, there will be there'll be some changes coming, because there's a few things that I would change as well. This was the most terrifying exit I've ever seen. Ludodai, how are you, dude? Made it through. Probably breathing a sigh of relief, but also have anticipation for what's about to come. Thank you, Jorm. Appreciate you, dude. So back then, this little guy, just above this guy right here, back then, he used to do melee damage, so I was safe from him. They don't do that anymore. Some kind of curse damage or some shit, I don't know. The same type as Cursed Rock? That I'm not sure. Now I'm clearing out. I got to do a lot of testing. Not great ones, though. I probably stick with the same or similar wand that we currently have. I don't. Do I? God, that's pretty. This game's fucking gorgeous. Is the third wand a second inventory in this situation? So I don't have the ability to edit my wands wherever at the moment. Even if I did, the time it would take to stop, open this menu, figure out what I wanted, take spells out, it's not even worth doing. I'm probably just looking at the individual spells, seeing what I can use. Trouble is, our first one's amazing. Very basic, though. Recharge time of 1.2 seconds on that. It's not even usable. Three spells per cast. Okay. Can't experiment here a lot because you can kill yourself. Well, exactly. I mean, we're fire immune, explosion immune, which is supremely rare on these runs. There's definitely one of the reasons why we completed it. Just so much superfluous stuff we don't want, don't need, don't even want to look at. Yep, that's the same. Weird not seeing the boxes around the spells. You do when the wands in the normal wand menu, but when you pick them up, yeah. That's something they added later. Another crit plus. Walk straight through it. No damage. Am I gonna try it? Why am I even carrying that? Because it's fucking fast. Yeah, triple spell though with that, with the cast delay. Still don't know why I'm carrying it. Okay. Oh, damn, that's nice. What was in the wall? Whereabouts? Oh, the guy? The ghost thing? Yeah, that's a... I don't know what its name is, but that is a ghost... I don't know, I call it a giant tick. But we just destroyed the crystal, and it makes the ghost disappear. Don't go over there, Queeb. Leave the cash, you don't need it. Curry sauce. This is my world's first no damage run from approximately 2 years ago. I say approximately, it's exactly 2 years ago today. Queeb's controlling the game with his brain. No, I told you, I ordered that Elgato foot pedal today, and it arrived, and it's that good. Those guys can't hit me. He can. One's what? It's super basic, but as was said earlier, like, basic is predictable, and that's one of the reasons why most of my wands in any of these runs remain that way. He didn't fire back because he was on fire. Enemies when they're on fire, and that's one of the reasons this run's successful. Enemies when on fire tend to care more about the fact that they're on fire than they do about other things, other threats. Use the mouse with your foot. I wonder, I mean, I'm sure there exists an accessibility tool for people that don't have use of their hands or arms, and so check this. See to my right, I can't, my mouse cursor is not even captured right now, but see that little face in the wall just to my right, on the vertical wall before the, next to the sand? Keep an eye out for those. There's about 2 or 3 times during this section alone I don't even notice them, and I almost take damage. There's a Hearthstone streamer that uses special glasses and foot pedals. Oh, interesting, Drake. Right on. Oh, like the eye tracking? Had a one-armed person in your WoW guild. Played with the Nostromo controller. Right on. I love accessibility stuff. Like right here, for example. Don't even care. I go past it several times. Now, it's not triggering for some reason. So maybe I just got lucky here. What do the faces do? They shoot arrows. Yeah, no activation. That's about half a dozen times I've gone past it now. It's timing. Do they still work the same? Oh, what a disappointing one to find. Eye tracking works really well. We raid in on a gentleman by the name of Ferret Bomb, and he has some kind of, I think it's called Govee Eye Tracker or something. It's a Twitch plugin that shows you what they're... Toby, thank you. Shows you what they're looking at. And a lot of streamers use that for memes, and it's a try not to look at the sexy lady. But no, it's a really cool tool, and I think there's like plugins for that can be modified as well to do actual controls. No acid, no electricity. No, the traps were very basic back then. Yeah. Now I'm worried. That guy is terrible, but the worst is still yet to come. What's up, Entropy? Good to see you, dude. All right, wait. I'm just avoiding all that shit. Actually, now that I think about it, this run didn't have any digging other than what we're currently using. Yeah, going through that. Start digging, Queeb. Don't go up and get the chest. Certainly don't go that way. Saw that one. There you go. The dude's out there having a great time, Ambrosia. Wonder what Ambrosia feels like. If it makes you immune to everything, one would imagine that it would also reinvigorate, right? Like taking the ultimate spa day. Get used to this sound. This is pretty much all we hear for the rest of the run. Is the Ambrosia mechanic immune to all? Yes, yeah, but it does, once you put it, you have to be, you can't drink it, because I think it makes you sick or worse. But it, all damage is negated. Problem is that it is a stain. It is only on you for as long as you're covered in the stuff, right? So if you put it on you and then dived into lava, you'd die because it would get evaporated or taken off straight away. I think we used to have a dessert called Ambrosia, and it was like chunks of jelly and coconut and like maybe fruit in this kind of like a soft serve / ice cream. That's Ambrosia salad. That was fucking close. That would have hit me too. Yeah, I used to work at a restaurant where that was a thing, and I may or may not have put on a customer's tab for the kitchen. Not on the tab, but told the kitchen the customer wanted it, and then they changed their mind, and it'd be like, oh, what are we going to do with this? Fine, I'll eat it, I guess. Miracle Whip and diced fruit. We don't have Miracle... Well, didn't at the time. I don't know if they do now. We didn't have Miracle Whip in Australia. Getting close, not long now. Yes, Matty KO. Yep, this is my run from 2 years ago. No damage run. So this is a real scary part coming up. In addition to the exit from the previous level, this one becomes this one right here. So for the uninitiated, that guy coming up behind me, if he takes damage, if he gets hit, he retaliates with a shot, and it's very fast. So he's perfectly safe. He could come and sit on me for all I care. But as soon as I fire a shot at him, he'll fire back. Really dangerous. Usually a run ender for those not familiar with how he works. I think we do a few laps here even. Nope. Nope, we're out. Burrito Man or Pearl Man. I like that. The burrito's coming to get me. What do we do here? Don't go for the wand. You've got it. You're good with the wand you've got, Queeb. I hesitated for a split second there to look at the you don't need it. Let's go, bro. Ambrosia is the food or drink of the Greek gods, often depicted as conferring longevity or immortality upon whoever consumed it. It was brought to the gods in Olympus by doves and served by either Ibi or Ganymede at the heavenly feast. There you go. That's probably why it's depicted in the game Hades. Yeah, don't even go for a final perk here. Could have rolled a couple of times. No? Okay. What's up, Fonzie? Good to see you, dude. And same to you, Rapid. Great to have you guys here. The audacity of this man. What are you trying to do? Oh, fuck. Done. See, the final boss has gone through many iterations as well. Right now, I am going through a euphoric moment. This is a couple of 100 hours right here worth of play. And I'm pretty sure I immediately got up out of my chair, ran into the bedroom. This is like, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning or some shit. And I woke up Ms. Queeb. And I'm like, babe, I did it. And she's like, okay, that's good. Thank you, Maddie. Actually, Log says you got hit for 1 million damage. So it's not a no-hit run. Right, exactly. No damage run. You completed the game. And that's it. That's it. Right there. There's my stats. $200 enemies slain, max HP 100, items found 28, 530 deaths. I had 15 wins back then. Wow. I've only got 4 on my card now. You didn't see it? Do it again. Arcturus with the 5 gifted. Thank you, dude. Very proud moment for me right there. Very proud.